Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Watch. Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, Monday Night Raw recap edition. We are your hosts, the Kai Tai Show, and of course, Katie, Bay, the girl who's supposed to be on vacation, can't take herself away from the podcast.
Nope.
Just can't do it.
I can't. What can I say?
Thank y'all for listening. I'm assuming you're not watching us live because we're shooting this during NXT. Who the hell would want to watch this recap while you have NXT going on?
Nobody.
But if you do want to catch us live, we're over here at twitch.tv/puttingyouover, where we stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, covering Raw, NXT, AEW Dynamite, and SmackDown. If you ever miss a live stream, head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/SmackDrawPodcast. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, those notification bells, all that bullshit. We really appreciate actually all you guys too. We really do. We don't appreciate having to sit here and cover such an abysmal show that is Monday Night Raw, but nonetheless, we're paid to do it. We're not even paid that much, not nearly enough, but
Not paid at all.
nonetheless, we're paid to do it. We're all paid. We just don't take any of the money. That's all of our money. We just don't take it. It just sits there.
True.
Yeah, I don't touch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't have access to it.
I can give you access.
No, I don't want it. It's too
You
much
don't want access to the
responsibility. It's too much responsibility.
money? Oh my God, Katie. I'm over here
Kyle.
suffering with heartburn. I gotta talk about fucking Raw. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a weird recap. I only watched about like a little over a third of the show. I didn't start watching until 9 because I was stuck at work, and then a little after 10, me and Jesse T had a little bit of a spat. I left the room, and I couldn't bring myself to turn Raw on. I was like, I'm already too upset. I'm not gonna watch Raw while me and Jesse T are bickering at each other. So instead, I don't know. I think I played like fucking South Park or something on my phone. Yeah, I preferred South Park Phone Destroyer over Raw. In a nutshell, Katie, are the rumors true? You watched the show. Was this Raw terrible? And does it lead you to believe that Raw is on one of its worst runs in years?
The show was awful, and they are on one of their worst runs ever. It's garbage. Last night. What day is it? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday. Yes, it was last night. It was on.
Okay, so last night,
Yeah.
awful. See, that's how I know. I didn't do the Raw recap last night. Time's not real. I don't know.
So, from what I gather, we got a lot of bullshit with, from because I've went back and I've watched like my favorite recaps and reviews. Kind of like I think right now my favorite one to watch is Wrestle Talk. They usually can break down the weekly shows in about 5 minutes, and then pay-per-views, a little bit longer. But I guess from what it comes down to is the stuff between Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman's pretty cringy. They're doing nothing with Retribution being demasked. They don't have anything plans in there, and then the continual lowlight that's on the main roster is the women's tag team division. Is god awful. Rhea Ripley has been stripped of any character and is being fed some of the worst scripts ever. And RK Bro is actually pretty funny.
I hate it here.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's our show, folks. No.
Imagine.
Yes. But does that sum it up? Did I get it?
You can also throw in the throwing of tomatoes towards the beginning.
Well, I saw a clip of John Morrison getting hit in the Morrisons. I thought that was pretty good.
honestly, when I saw that the case was full of tomatoes, I stopped paying attention.
Yeah. Oh man, Charlotte's back.
Yeah, from her indefinite suspension.
1 week. $100,000, man.
Yeah, $100,000 suspended, and she had to apologize. That's
But
it.
she's a heel, so she made the referee apologize. I saw that segment.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah. And then this is pretty much leading towards what God damn it, what's her name?
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville. Her and Adam Pearce eventual GM squabble, because apparently this was unbeknownst to Adam. I will say this thing, they're letting this thing between them be kind of like a slow burn. This has been the most blatant, but we've seen little bits here and there of Sonya kind of making decisions while Adam Pearce is kind of contemplating, but nothing's ever been directly addressed. This will probably just end up being nothing, to be fair. But kudos to them for long-term storytelling. That'll probably turn into nothing. God, I don't want to talk about Raw. I really don't.
I don't either. I wasn't even supposed to be on this recap.
I know, man.
I got roped into this.
So okay, so we'll just break this. Listen to our, like I said, to our average viewers, man. This is going to be a little bit of a different recap. I'm just gonna, like I said, read off some of the stuff that's written down here for me. Luckily, I pay for someone else's notes. It definitely feels like plagiarism, but nonetheless, we'll go over it. So we kicked off the show. Looks like Lashley MVP out here. Just sounds like a classic promo of Lashley stating that he beat Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. He'll do it again at WrestleMania. Backlash. It's Backlash, man. Like this.
Don't you get me started on it.
Why are we calling this WrestleMania Backlash? Like, I get that WWE pictures their fans as complete imbeciles, but even this is a new one to insult the intelligent. Like, we all know what Backlash represents. We all know it's just WrestleMania rematches.
Yep.
It hasn't changed, folks. We know. Who out there doesn't get like the purpose of this pay-per-view, and it was WWE throwing WrestleMania in the name, was like, oh, I get it. It's the sequel.
It's the sequel.
It's the sequel.
Which means it's gonna be worse.
Yes. Not like Terminator 2 sequel. More like, I don't know, what's a fucking terrible sequel? Katie, help me out.
Oh man. I should have known as soon as I said it was gonna be worse that I was gonna have to think of one.
Yes. What's a terrible fucking sequel out there?
I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head. I'm panicking.
I'll say Grown Ups 2. I'll say Grown Ups 2.
Okay.
Although Grown Ups was pretty bad.
Yeah. But like Grown Ups 2 was worse.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna do you fans a favor. I believe this is gonna be more entertaining talking about terrible sequels than talking about fucking Raw.
Is that what we're doing? Are we looking up terrible sequels?
Yes, I am. Terrible movie sequels. Let's look at some of these classics here. These classic blunders. The Mask 2. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's awful.
Awful. WrestleMania Backlash, The Mask 2. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. That's a fucking...
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
Awful sequel.
I have watched it. Not worth my time.
Dumb and Dumberer. Yes.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, that was technically a prequel, though.
Technically
a prequel.
Technically. I like that this is what Raw is become.
Speed 2.
Isn't it like a boat?
It's on a boat, and it doesn't even have Keanu in it.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
What else?
It's ridiculous.
Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
I forgot about that movie.
Yes.
Oh man. There's
Little
apparently- I didn't-
Fockers.
Oh yeah.
I actually didn't know. I'm now reading a list. That's one I hadn't even seen.
Caddyshack 2. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I also have a list up.
You do too?
Yeah.
Rings.
curious.
The sequel to The Ring. Hey, Grown Ups 2. Look at that.
Is it actually on there?
Yeah. Sweet.
Hangover Part 2.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I
I
didn't
said
want
it. I
I
don't
didn't want to
care.
throw them under the bus.
No, listen, the first one was gold,
Yeah.
and then you had to go make 2 more.
Yeah, geez, I forgot they made a third one, didn't they?
They did.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna go
It's
back.
awful.
I'm gonna go back and watch them. I don't know why, but I will.
Don't.
I'll
You can watch the
try to
first one,
find
you
the
don't have to
good
watch the other
part
ones.
in there.
You won't.
Teen Wolf 2.
I didn't know there was a Teen Wolf 2.
Jason Bateman. I guess he replaced Michael J. Fox. That's all I'm getting out of it. That's all I'm
That's
getting.
not how
out of
that works.
it. Yeah. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. God awful sequel.
I'll always know what you did last summer. Isn't that the third one?
No, I Still Know.
Well, there's 3 of them.
Oh yeah, and then Always. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't tell me I'm wrong.
No, sorry, my bad.
How dare you?
All right, can we milk this anymore? Paul Blart 2.
I feel like that we're still just milking it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Not the Mortal Kombat that just came out. That was actually pretty damn good.
I feel like I was the only one who actually liked it, according to the chat.
Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't like a perfect movie. I forget who said it. I
No.
want to say Reek said it. Oh no, or maybe it was somebody on my Facebook. But they were like, y'all were expecting this movie to be like fucking Endgame. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, man, it's Mortal Kombat.
Which, listen, acting was okay, but the special effects made it so good.
Yeah, we're here for the fatalities, bro. Like,
Exactly. And the
Yeah.
fact that they were saying like specific things. My friend, I took her with me. She's never played Mortal Kombat, never seen anything about it, didn't know jack shit. Every time they said something out, I was like smacking. I was like, they said it.
yeah, no, I was right there for all the Easter eggs too. Oh
Oh, it
my
was
God,
great.
somebody's actually in the Twitch chat. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you, man? Why are you here listening to us talk about terrible sequels when you could be watching NXT? But anyways, thank you, WWE Creative. He says Ed Boon wants The Miz to play Johnny Cage. Yes, make it happen.
Everybody wants Miz to play Johnny Cage.
But he says, I think Baron Corbin has more charisma, is better suited for the role. Banned, bro. You banned out of that hat.
Immediately banned.
Banned, son.
Outta here. How fucking dare you?
I hope that's a troll face afterwards, man. I hope you're not serious. Don't put that evil on us, WWE Creative. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's the shtick. That's the. You hear it? That's the shtick, man. That's their Twitch
Yeah.
channel, WWE Creative. Of course, you would think Baron
I think-
Corbin is more suited for the role. You fucking asshole, man.
I feel like we just laid into like one of Kevin's troll moments. Like we just let this happen.
Oh my God, dude.
We have to keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Miz, speaking of Miz, perfect segue. Miz and Morrison come out. I should be preparing for my match against Drew. We're not here to steal your spotlight. We're here to congratulate you on the Almighty Era. The branding is so powerful. An honor to share a ring with you. I'd be lying though if I thought our rivalry was over. So the Miz has some lingering issues with
Lashley?
with Lashley still. Well, it's good. It's good that he
guess.
acknowledges that. I don't know. Drew, I guess, interrupts this segment. What was it? Was this just like a clusterfuck of people? This is what it's looking like. It looks like a lot of talking heads out here.
Yeah.
And then so what do we got going on? It says Drew says I did a lot too and had to scratch and claw too. MVP says you gotta worry about Sheamus before you think about the WWE title. I don't know. I mean, Sheamus has his own thing going. Why would Drew have to worry about Sheamus at this point? Drew's in the main event. Sheamus is holding it down on the mid card.
Yeah.
Bobby says, I can talk for myself. I'm like that. I love that Bobby Lashley does speak for himself, but there's not like tension between him and MVP.
Yeah.
You know, we far too often see that by the time a wrestler starts speaking for themselves, they want to like push the manager out of the equation entirely. So I'm glad that's not the case.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to end the Almighty Era, you big bald biatch. Did you say biatch?
I feel like this happened a while ago. I feel like these are not the correct notes.
Nope, they're not.
I remember him
Nope.
calling
No.
Bobby
They're
bald
absolutely
bitch.
not. I'm reading notes from Raw from March 15th. Look at that. Yeah, I was about to say, none of this shit sounds like it happened last night.
I that's why when you were like, people kept interrupting, I got very confused.
Yeah, no. You know what it is? Is I haven't opened my email on my PC since fucking March.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's pull up the correct notes, maybe. Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing.
I feel like it started with Braun and Drew
That's what
bickering
That's what I thought
about
too,
the tag
man.
match.
Yeah.
And then Braun said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go beat them by myself, something you couldn't do last week." And then Braun goes out, has a 2-on-1 handicap match, gets his ass beat.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, T-Bar and Mace taking on Drew and Braun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my bad, folks. I just let us down a little bit of a Raw since March. But hey, to be perfectly honest with you, I'd much rather review Raw leading into WrestleMania than last night's Raw. So I'll stick with the gimmick. Yeah. Dijak has young lion gear and what's with the face paint? Them looking like Milla Vanilla, dude.
I don't know.
Dumbass face paint. They haven't gotten their names back. Like they've been demasked. So I thought that was like the whole thing. Like you're supposed to get your identity back, but no, they still have the same identity.
Yeah.
Man,
and
they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. I know what happened here with Braun doing, like, looking like it was going to be, yeah, so Braun was going to do this as a handicap match.
Yep.
The Retribution end up getting themselves DQ'd because they just keep beating his ass. Drew McIntyre gets added to the match, so we get a traditional tag match.
Which is what we were supposed to get in the first place.
What is it, like a count out? We get a count out victory, right?
It's count out. Yeah.
So that makes, in 2 weeks, 3 non-finishes between these guys. Between everybody involved here. That's fantastic booking. Yeah. But yeah. Man, fuck Raw, I'm telling you. After the match, Braun hits Drew with a power slam.
Yep.
Backstage, Braun wants a match. I saw it was, I guess it was later on, Braun was talking to Pierce and says that he was never pinned to find out who the number 1 contender was.
Yes.
And so he feels like he should be added to the match. Braun, are you fucking, I mean, granted, I know we just went on this whole like goddamn stupid gimmick, but you know the rules to a triple threat, man. You know the rules.
Well, his case to Pierce, well, because Drew McIntyre wants to face Braun after Braun gave him the power slam. So Drew says he wants the match. Braun says, okay, if I beat Drew, I get added to the triple threat at WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that coming too. Saw how that was going.
Yep. Yeah.
Elias, we get Miz TV. So I think that's what confused me about the original notes, is because it had Miz was like one of the very first things. And so that's kind of where I got it confused. Elias agrees to do Hey Hey Hop Hop Unplugged, like, oh, do it acoustic. Damn it, you know what, I actually kind of wish I saw that.
It wasn't good.
No, I know that, obviously. The song itself is fucking god awful. I'm all for hearing it made worse.
They did.
Damian Priest and New Day come down.
Yep.
Interesting. That's a really odd trio right there.
It's because that was the 6-man tag.
Yeah, but still, it's just an odd pairing. Yeah, and then this is where Of course, he had the tomatoes tossed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and throw them, and then John got hit in the Morrisons.
I love
Sweet.
that.
Yes.
The best thing.
Yeah, so we get the 6-man tag. We end up getting what? Xavier Woods rolls up Riker in this. What are we looking for out of these people? Because you got Kofi and Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a tag team where the tag team champs aren't even present.
And haven't been since Mania,
Yeah.
because it's believed one of them has COVID, or like there was the COVID scare. I'm not sure. That's just rumors, but it would make sense because they literally haven't been seen since Mania.
Yeah, that's 3 weeks, right? Yeah, that's three weeks since Mania.
Well, they should have been back last night because it's 2 weeks technically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with them. And then Damian Priest, all that like rub he was supposed to get from working with Bad Bunny is just being washed away weekly.
Yep.
Hopefully they figure something out for him, dude. You don't really want to be stuck in a feud with Miz and Riker and Elias.
Nope. Like,
you just end up doing like cheap comedy shit, which I mean the New Day can do and kill it, but it's not for everybody.
Yep.
So Sonya Deville, she let Charlotte in, huh?
Yep. She did.
Yeah, let her in the back, I heard.
Yeah, it was like Sonya was walking backstage and she goes to the exit door. She opens it and she like motions for someone, and it was Charlotte. And I got so sad. I thought it was gonna be someone cooler, but it was just Charlotte.
Streamers in the chat, dude. Why are you in the chat not watching NXT, man? What if he's in here and be like, I'm supposed to start my shit? Like, get off the air.
Whoops.
Yeah, we'll just take us off stream. You know what would have been hilarious if Sonya accidentally, because you know how some of the backstage like exit doors have like fire alarms attached to them? That's what should have happened. She should have set off the fire alarm, and then like her and Charlotte just like take off running. Oh man. Yeah, this whole like Charlotte apologizes bullshit. Yeah, she was off our screens for 1 week. I think later on they gave her a match with Mandy Rose. Just because Charlotte needs to beat up more blondes. Charlotte.
Well, because Sonya is the one who picked Mandy.
Oh, of course, yeah. Has Sonya always been on Raw?
No.
No? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we see Sonya on Raw.
No, you see her mainly on SmackDown. She hasn't been on Raw since pre-pandemic.
Wow.
I think, because her feud with Mandy was on SmackDown.
And then Loser Leaves Town, and then she came back on SmackDown. Yeah, this might be.
So I think this is her trying to just like
Take
overpower Pierce in any way she can, which Daddy DeVille, as she should.
Yeah, you confident that we're moving towards GMs again?
That's definitely what it's leaning towards.
Where would you see Sonya take over Raw or SmackDown?
I mean, she's kind of been taking over SmackDown, so just give her SmackDown. And like Adam Pearce is mainly like the GM of Raw at this point.
Yeah.
So just have Pearce on Raw, Sonya on SmackDown.
Yeah. You know what I love about Adam Pearce setting up this whole if you win, I'll add you to the championship match. This is like immediately following him telling Daniel Bryan and Cesaro he can't book a title match with Cesaro. Like, no time in between whole, I don't have the power to do that, to, yes, of course, I'll add you to the match.
Well, the caveat here could be Braun made a good point. I'm putting that in quotes.
Yeah.
About the triple threat from 2 weeks ago. So maybe that's why. But because Cesaro hasn't had beef or a match with Roman yet. So, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's me trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's stupid regardless.
I do like that Braun throws that jab at him. He's like, yeah, get me in that triple threat, or do you need to check with Sonya first? I was like, ooh. Sheamus Open Challenge. He's got to beat up Humberto Carrillo again. I did learn that behind the scenes, this is a result of Randy Orton saying he wanted to work with Matt Riddle. And because their intentions after Mania was to have Riddle and Sheamus continue feuding. But Randy Orton flexed his creative power, apparently. And was like, you know what? Let me work with that kid, because I guess it was either work with Matt Riddle or Randy was going to be feuding with Braun Strowman. And after 7 months of doing shit with The Fiend, and yeah, he's like, let me do something I want to do.
Yeah, good call, Randy. Good call.
Yeah, very good call. Carrillo, though, still looking shredded, comes out, gets sucker punched by Sheamus again, except this time he's able to stand tall. He gets control back, ends up doing like a dive into Sheamus, sends him over the announce table. And so we're going to have, I'm assuming this will be a just blow off, like a quick feud that's probably going to end on a Backlash. Apparently something big just happened in NXT. Our Twitch chat's blowing, or not Twitch, our Twitter group chat's blowing up. JMZ over there freaking out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. You know, I recap it tomorrow, so.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to skim through here. What's worth talking about? What's not worth talking about? A lot of these throwaway promos and segments with MVP and Lashley, just talking, essentially it's unacceptable and unfair that Lashley now might be susceptible to a triple threat match, because last time he had a title and he was in a triple threat, he lost it, and that was his US title. And he was never even pinned for that one.
True.
Okay, the fun part. What do you think of RK Bro?
I have a love-hate relationship with it. I loathe Riddle, also because it's Kevin's favorite, so I really can't stand him.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, when they were doing, before they became RK Bro, and Randy just shushed him after he started talking. I started laughing, and I was like, no, I'm laughing at something Riddle did. No.
Their dynamic is good.
Yeah. And I hate admitting that.
I like Riddle's suggestion that they should wear snakeskin Speedos as their ring gear. So my question to you, how long until they're feuding?
I'm surprised it didn't start last night. I was waiting. Much like everyone else, we were waiting for Randy to hit him with an RKO. Wasn't
Corey Graves just kept freaking out on the commentary? Yeah. Like, oh, he's going to hit him. Oh, he didn't have. Oh, he's going to hit him. And dude, at one point, Riddle's in the ring and Randy Orton's on the ramp, and Corey Graves is still selling like he's about to RKO, which was actually pretty damn funny.
I have a feeling they're going to end up going after AJ and Omos, become the tag champs, and then start feuding, because that's what they do with everyone who is a tag champion in WWE.
I think the last time I saw that was, wasn't it Seth Rollins and... Well, there was Seth and Dean Ambrose, because they won the belts the night Roman announced his leukemia had returned, and Dean turned on Seth. Mm-hmm. And I remember, I think Seth was tag team champ with Jason Jordan, but I don't think they feuded. I think Jason just sat out a match, and that's when I want to say the Viking Raiders. I want to say won. No. Authors of Pain. Essentially beat Seth Rollins in a handicap match.
Yeah. But they like doing that, so maybe they'll bring it back.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We got to wrap this up here. I know streamers about to start streaming. We'll What did he say? He said sorry, Kyle.
To all the bots probably that were in there.
Oh yeah, whatever, man. Glad you're there to take care of them. Yeah, Riddle and Randy have a decent match with Cedric and Shelton. You already knew the writing was on the wall here for Cedric and Shelton. Cool spot. Cedric gets caught mid dive into an RKO. Gotta love the big RKOs.
Love them.
Yeah. But yeah, they ended up winning. They even Randy Orton, even doing the draping DDT, agreed to tag in Riddle, who hit a floating bro for the win, showing that that they can coexist, and not only can they coexist, they can benefit. They raise each other. They make a good tag team.
They do.
What'd you think of Randy Orton getting a hot tag?
Like, what year is this? I don't even know anymore.
That stuck out to me like a sore thumb, man.
Like, what?
Randy got fed the hot tag. He came in like a white hot baby face. I'm surprised he wasn't doing like those jumping splits.
Like, I forgot about those.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't even know what year we're in anymore. I don't know.
Okay. So backstage, we get some pretty shitty promos from Rhea Ripley, Shayna, and Nia. Why is everybody simping over Nia Jax? Don't get it. She got Reggie. She got Angel Garza handing her some roses. I did chuckle at her walking, and then just like coming into view is Mandy Rose. And just smashing her with the flowers. I thought that was, I don't know why, but that genuinely tickled me.
Yeah, you were like, Rose got hit by roses. And I legitimately laughed out loud. And I was like, damn it, Kyle. The dad jokes.
Well, that's not even what made me laugh. Just like the genuine reaction of Nia Jax seeing like Mandy Rose and just
throwing roses at her.
Impulsively just smashing her with the flowers. So I caught that. I did not catch the match, but I heard something like some convoluted bullshit. Like Mandy and Dana coming down, throwing a pail of water at Shayna.
Yeah, it was a bucket of water. They threw at Shayna, and then Nia comes over or runs over, trying to like go get them, slips in the water, and then has Reggie try and help her up. Meanwhile, it's like the same thing that happened a few weeks ago, where Shayna's just like in the middle of the ring. This time it was Rhea in the middle of the ring with, I think, Lana. Stop. Just stop. Enough with all of them. Enough. They suck. I hate it. I hate everything about the women's division right now.
It says
on Raw,
Rhea,
mainly.
Yeah, during all this bullshit, Rhea hits a riptide on Naomi. Lana was tagged in, though. Lana goes off on Rhea for a moment. Rhea catches a fun splash attempt. Asuka gets taken out by Nia. Rhea hits the riptide, tags in Nia, who hits a leg drop for 3. So Rhea Ripley is literally tagging with Nia Jax and Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Rhea. That was a fucking. That's got to be a record. The shortest time you call it before you're fucking ruined. I did like seeing Nia Jax do her best Titus O'Neil though, with that slip. It was solid, man. He even acknowledged it on online on Twitter. It was pretty funny. Oh boy, what's up with Alexa's Playground? She's eventually gonna start feuding now and get put back in the women's division.
Yeah, she said she's gonna unleash Lily next week. We'll see.
We'll see. I love how they
I'm not
stripped away the best part of this, which is Bray Wyatt. Her character doesn't make sense without fucking Bray.
I know.
It doesn't make goddamn any sense.
Like, if you were gonna have Lily be like this thing, you should have had it from the beginning of Bray trying to turn Alexa Bliss. Or just not have Bray turn her at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, and I hate it. Can you tell the theme? I hated it. I hated Raw.
I'm right there with you, man.
You barely watched it.
I literally all day today was like trying to force myself to watch it, and I was finding myself doing anything else I could other than watch Raw.
I don't blame you.
I'm telling you.
Not in the slightest.
Charlotte faced Mandy Rose. Charlotte got they made the ref that Charlotte attacked her match. She says Charlotte got testy with him for slow counting.
Did.
Yeah, Charlotte won with natural selection. I heard that the main event was like okay, but by this point you had to have been checked out of the show to not give a fuck about the main event.
Yeah, I mean, it was Braun versus Drew. Okay. I've seen that how many times already? I love Drew McIntyre. Braun's, but like, I didn't need to see this. I didn't at all. And now Braun is in the triple threat. I'm sad.
Yeah. And then
I'm just defeated.
Yeah. T-Bar and Mace, they distracted Drew. The thing about it is, like, I saw that, like, there's no confirmation that they're working with the Hurt Business.
But
yet they'll only help the Hurt Business.
Drew literally called them out 2 weeks ago, last week. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like, he said to MVP, listen, just tell me Retribution's, like, working for you. And MVP's like, no, they're not. Drew gets out of the ring and immediately gets jumped by T-Bar and Mace. Okay. Okay. Stupid.
Silly. I want to just go back to talking about terrible movie sequels. That was the funnest part of this show. Hell, it was fun. It was fun recapping the wrong episode of Raw in the beginning of this. My bad.
I knew when you said bald-headed bitch, I was like, nope. I have said that before. That is not right.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that was Raw. It was terrible. I don't know why anybody watches this shit anyway. I'm joking. Listen, man, it's when Raw is bad, it sucks. But when it's
Especially
good,
it's 3 hours.
When it's good, it's still 3 hours.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm stoked that you recap it weekly now and not me. Although I don't mind roasting it with you. You know?
Maybe we'll...
And you know what I can do is, if you don't want to take notes anymore, I can just forward you these Patreon. You'll just have to fact check them and make sure they're the right notes. You know? And send you.
I mean, that's true.
I could just forward them to you. I'm telling you. I stopped taking notes... Oh, I guess just for Raw. I thought maybe I didn't take notes for SmackDown. But the last couple shows, I've just been referring to these ones, and I'm like, it does it for me. A simple little guideline, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do because, like, like I told you the other day, I haven't been, like, fully watching NXT. Oops. Yeah. So I just find recaps and jot down basically everything in there except in my own words. I don't really watch the matches. Plus, I have Twitter, so I can keep updated with that. Apparently, what people are freaking out about is that Tony Storm lost to a jobber via Shooting Star Press.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah. So, I can't wait to talk about that with RN tomorrow. He's going to be pissed.
Yeah. Have fun with that rant.
I won't.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, listen. Hopefully, we made this kind of fun for y'all. Just pooing on Raw for 30 minutes straight. And if you guys do enjoy it, consider supporting us over on patreon.com/Smacked Raw Podcast. Stickers, t-shirts. You can be featured on UWO whenever I bring that show back. I just missed an episode, but I'm looking to book the next one fairly soon. Yeah, so head on over there. Once again, this patreon.com/Smacked Raw Podcast. We appreciate all the support we get. Earlier, I forgot to mention, also, go subscribe to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Those guys are fantastic. They're gracious. They let us be their exclusive recap show. So yeah, go check out WrestlingNewsWorld.com. But like always, thank you, Katie, for joining me. And to everybody else, until next time, y'all have a good one. Hey, the outro's not playing. What the hell? What the fuck? There we go.